That's okay. Thank you.
You know, I was doing the. I know you've been
Okay,
doing.
guys, let's see. So we just started. I'm not
That's fine.
introducing
Thank you.
myself, so you
Thank
know.
you.
So first and foremost, I want you guys to think of your downline and think of problems that may be occurring, questions that you have, things that are frustrating to you know, different things like that. Think of those and then shout them out to me, and I want to write them down. I'm going to get my whiteboard.
Okay.
What's frustrating to you?
I guess no matter how many times I explain what GV is and why it's important, I don't feel like it's getting comprehended, no matter how many times I explain it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I think I explain it like 3 times a day. I'm not kidding.
So
And at least 2 of those 3 times are to me.
Yes.
What was your thing, Destiny?
What?
What did you say it was?
I get questioned all the time about GV.
Oh,
Group
okay.
volume, like they just don't seem to get it no matter how many times I tell them.
So comprehension and info retention.
Yes.
What else? Throw them out there. Like, this is a stress-free zone here.
Product information. I can't tell my team enough to search the documents to find things.
Right. When I started, I just wanted to learn because the more I learned, I felt like the better I could do, but I don't know
Yeah.
how that's going.
Okay, what else? I know there's some.
One of my hard things is having my distributors stay in contact with me. Like, I don't ever know where some of them are, what's going on, if they're doing anything, if they have any questions, and I try to reach out to them and never hear back, and so I don't know what to do at that point.
Okay. What else?
I know we can't motivate people, but how to keep them pumped, I guess, because I
Yeah.
feel like we'll get a stretch of people doing really good, and then they drop off the grid for weeks at a time, but we don't really have time for that.
Right. Well, I agree with that because I
Like,
feel like
this is
February was
the
off
end.
and March is slow.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I still can get like customers if I put forth the effort. So it's not like they're not like people aren't wanting it. Like people still want it. So I don't know. I just think it's a lack of motivation.
Okay. What else? I want to try to fill up the board. I know there's issues or struggles as the leader.
I guess when I feel like I'm not like I'm going through a lot, and sometimes I get extremely stressed to where I don't feel like I can do this one day, or not necessarily the business, but I can't feel like I can function in life. And I feel like if I stop or I slow down, it like everything stops and everything slows down. Like I don't know. Like
How should we phrase that? How would you phrase that in like 2 or 3 words?
Like dependability.
Okay.
yes. That was
I feel
really,
like, but also each being independent.
yeah.
Because you can depend on your sponsor and your leader, but at the same time, your business is your business, and you need to do it yourself too.
Yes.
I'm going to lump those all together. Anything else? No? What about this one? Is this an issue for some people? Auto ship?
Oh,
Yes.
What else? Anything? Or is that a good list for you guys?
That's good.
that, or I feel like sometimes I see people wanting something but not doing something. I don't know if that's motivation or just like you can see in their day that they have so much downtime to do something, but they're not doing it.
Right.
I'm coming.
Okay, so now now that we've got this list out of the way, what else is there? Anything? Like, I want it all.
I don't know.
No? Is that it? I'm writing it down also on a piece of paper for personal.
Not necessarily for my team, but I think for some teams, communication is lacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have distributors that I don't think communicate well.
Okay.
I know that when I started, well, even now, like me doing well, like if I knew that I was helping you, it like made me feel better. Like not even to have success for myself, but if I were helping you, like do good, if my success is helping you do better, like that made me feel excited. So I don't even know if that's considered an issue, but like I don't know if that always matters to a lot of people. Like them doing good helps other people too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've noticed, like, you can use Facebook, but you don't want to, one, overpost on Facebook, and two, post the wrong things, like airing your drama and all kind. You know, if you want to use your Facebook as business, you don't want to use it as your public forum for.
Right. Don't overcomplicate Facebook either.
So I feel like Facebook's a good tool, but it's not being used properly.
Okay. I love these. Okay. So we're going to leave it at that. So that's out of the way. We'll talk about those a little bit later. Okay. I want to first talk about what being a leader is. And I want to get some ideas also. What's a leader?
Not have to.
Yeah. What's here?
I will put you down for a nap.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a leader, you guys? What's a leader to you?
I think it's somebody that like encourages you and gives you support throughout your goals, helps you achieve things.
A role model of some sort.
Yeah.
You can follow.
Yes.
Look up to examples. Someone who you trust.
Anything else? Got it? Think of a leader that you admire. What qualities do they have? What do they look like? What do they act like? What's their personality? Like, things like that.
Caring, selfless. They're loyal to you. Supportive.
Encourage you to do better.
Okay? So, like, push to your potential, maybe?
Yeah.
Anything else?
You can depend on a good leader.
Yeah.
So we got for the leadership qualities. So now look at this list, and what on this list if it's not on this list, what on this list do you want in a leader? Does that make sense? Like, Say if caring wasn't on the list, you'd be like, well, I want a leader who's caring. Anything else? Or is this good?
I think also good leaders recognize your strengths and can, or even your weaknesses too. They recognize your qualities and can help you successful with those qualities.
Okay, love that.
A good leader acknowledges, I guess, or appreciates what you do. I don't know how to
Yep.
really
No,
go.
the acknowledges part.
Okay. Now, take a look at this list. Is there something on this list that you don't have? And I want us to be honest with ourselves. You want to know what I think I can do better at? I think I can do better at this. Now, acknowledge and appreciate. Like, you don't have to say it out loud, but, like, look at this list. Encourage, supportive, role model, example, help achieve goals, trust, and recognize qualities to help you be successful. Acknowledges, appreciates, caring, selfless, loyal, push you to your potential. And I want to add this one, positive, and then I also want to add realistic. Why would those two be important for leadership quality?
Is good because you don't want to, and you can't jump from 0 to 60. Like, you need to be realistic about, you know, where you are, and we always say it starts with 1, you know, so like you build, and you, otherwise you won't do it.
Right.
Other thoughts? I want you guys to, there are 2 things that we're going to commit to today as leaders. You guys are my top leaders. So Tema talks about commitment, and commitment is doing what's required. You guys know what's required, right? You know what's required as a leader. You know what's required as a leader.
Hey, don't take it all off now.
Commitment is also acting in spite of how you feel, which is probably the toughest one. Acting powerfully as a leader and in this business, despite our thoughts, moods, feelings, emotions. That's a hard one, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. It is also, let me check real quick. It's also doing what you say you're going to do. And, like, I realized that I'm looking at my party pads that you guys earned back in January, and they're sitting on my desk. I'm like, I have not sent those yet. I did not do what I said I was going to do. So you guys are going to get those. And Destiny, so is your care package.
I don't
Also sitting there. But, so, like, doing what you say you're going to do, honoring your word at all times. So commitment is huge. So we're going to make 2 commitments to each other today. The first is commitment to the business, and the second is commitment as a leader. And we're going to talk a little bit more about leadership development. And so there's obviously that scale of 1 to 10, or 0 to 10. 10 being 100% committed. 0 being no. The Tema teaches there is no in between. You are either in or you're not. Does that make sense? So we're going to commit today to each other. I am either a 10 or a 0, whichever you're going to choose. Hopefully you choose 10. That you are going to be a leader. And that you are also going to commit as a 10 that you are going to rock this business to the best of your ability. Raise your right hand. Everyone, we're going to commit right here, right now.
Mine.
Okay, repeat after me. I, insert your name here.
Destiny.
I,
Brittany.
Commit 110%
come on, seriously.
110%.
to be a powerful leader.
To be a powerful leader.
Powerful leader.
Be a powerful leader.
And commit to my team and the business and myself.
And commit to my team and business themselves.
Oh, I love you guys. This is like my favorite. Like I said that, I'm saying that pledge too. I want to be fully committed. And that can be hard because life happens. Yeah? Crazy. Life happens. But until we can commit to ourselves, things are not going to happen as a leader. There's this awesome quote. There's two. I was reading through my notes today from all my leadership trainings I've been on. And Amber Parker says this like at every training. She says, until we change ourselves, we cannot change others, which is we're in the life-changing business, or be a leader until we change ourselves. She says it again. Let me find it.
Okay, don't get
I'll be right back, guys.
Don't stop.
Okay. Until you find yourself and become a powerful person, you cannot help or find others or be successful. So commitment, leadership, it starts right here in ourselves. And see my tabs here. I have so many tabs. Look at. Okay.
Go.
And that also goes back to applying the things that we learn, because if we don't apply, we don't learn. We don't adapt. We don't, whatever. So I'm sitting here looking at my downline, my family here, and the dynamics have changed a lot. Have you guys seen that in your own teams?
Just in the past 2 months, even.
Stop.
Like,
Go
it's
stop.
grown like crazy.
Yeah. Things are changing fast. And I started with Jackie. Jackie was like my little distributor that she's like the first one I signed, maybe the second. The first one I quit after like a month. So look at your downline. I don't know how many I have. I think last time I looked, I had 76 distributors underneath me. And I'm going, OMG! If they were all working, holy crap, right? You want to know how many I have now? Like, I don't know. Like, how many are actually working? Probably half. And so my dynamics of my team have kind of gone like this. Have you felt that way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Right now mine is on the up. You guys are rocking your businesses. But the dynamics change. And with so many people coming in so fast, we find ourselves getting frustrated as leaders and maybe hurt or something or upset because of those things that we listed, those frustrations. The comprehension, retention, product information, e-suite, staying in contact, communication, motivation, being independent or dependent, auto ship, personal issues in Facebook, overcomplicating things. Like, those issues as teams grow are only going to get more unless we can learn how to deal with them the way that leaders deal with them. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Let me find some of my stuff here. Sorry, I'm not like 100% organized here. Okay. Remember that quote of you cannot change or lead others until you change yourself? Yeah. That stuff comes with personal commitment, which we pledged that we were going to have. And then doing the things that are required, you guys. Like, I know that not everyone is like on board with Core 4, but holy crap, Core 4 can change you as a leader. It'll change the way people view you.
He's watching this right now. Then after this, you can pick.
Act powerfully. This is steps to success. This is consistency. This is what we want in our distributors, right? We want this stuff. We want them to do all that, right? Without us telling them. Well, if you're not doing this stuff, neither is your team going to do it. And I know that's really stressful. Like, one of the frustrations was, like, I'm working. If I don't work, then they don't work either. Like, that's true. That's totally true, right? Who's experienced that?
All the time.
Yeah.
And I see that with myself. I think I was actually telling Destiny about this. Was it you, Destiny?
Yeah, it was me.
I was like, I feel like I'm not doing as much as I was, and now neither is the team. And that's so frustrating. But then I realized, like, well, what did I do or not do as a leader that because that I may have a rough time or because I'm being not committed like I should, why is my team not doing that? Did I not teach them as a leader? So it's kind of one of those things, like, if you can turn it around to yourself, if you've listened to Byron Katie's Loving What Is, that's what it is. Like, not everything's on you, but turn it around to yourself. I'm not working, so my team's not working. Well, I'm not working, so that puts me accountable, right? It's hard. It's hard to find that balance, but that's where work is to find that balance. So one thing that I really wanted to hit on as team dynamics change, there's a lot of new people in our team, and it can be really frustrating, right? Because a lot of us has been in for a long time. For 2 years for myself. Let me find. Okay. I want you to think back about when you first started as a distributor. What did you do?
I feel like not as much as I do now, sadly. Like, I mean, I was very excited, but I don't think I was as fully committed as I am now.
Right.
Like, I know this is my only option now, so, like, I guess I treat it like a job now versus just a hobby.
This is kind of what we're going to talk about so that hopefully you can understand your new distributors better. Then you felt more excited, right?
Yeah.
Now you feel more committed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you felt like more of a hobby, like you kind of worked it as a hobby, and now you feel like you work it as a job.
Yeah.
What else? I'm going to suggest this. The unknown and questions, right? And now you know, and you have the answers. Am I right?
Right.
What else? What did you do then that you're not doing now? What did you think then that you're not doing now?
Then I guess I doubted, like, completing the steps to success. I know it, like, seems kind of crazy, but I saw it, and, like, I used to always, like, say, like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can get 3 distributors and 4 customers all in the same month. And, like, now I can do that, like, 2 or 3 times in a month sometimes.
Okay. Doubt and fear. I mean, obviously we still have those, but now it's more like power and certainty, right?
Yeah.
What else? Anything? Jackie, what about you when you first signed up? How did you feel?
Yeah, that's cool.
Thinking. I guess when I first signed up, I feel like I remember feeling kind of overwhelmed. Like there was so much to learn, but now I feel like I was overcomplicating it, and it's so simple.
Okay. I want you to look at this list right here and think back to those frustrations that we have as leaders. Do they match? They totally match, right? Those frustrations we listed at the beginning, they're excited but not committed. More of a hobby job. They don't know anything. They have so many questions. Steps to success is not important as it should be. You know, they're fearful. They feel overwhelmed. Do you see how this is matching to what we said before? Obviously, there's some more things, you know, like that we listed. But what we were then as a distributor versus what we are now, do you see why that this then is more normal for new distributors than you think? It's because we as leaders have migrated to the now. We've done this. We were excited and we're committed now. It was a hobby, now it's our job. We didn't know anything, now we know a lot, right? You had so many questions and now all you do is answer. That's the success, what's that? Oh, just kidding, just completed it. I have doubt and fear. I did when I started because of the unknown, but now I work from a place of power and certainty. I felt overwhelmed, but now I realize it's simple. So what can we learn from this as leaders? How can we use this in our leadership development?
Maybe you could help them along their journey of migrating to the now.
Yeah, how do we do that? How do we do that? You're like, I don't know.
Well, like, be the example and don't, like, teach them how to keep it simple, not complicated. Teach them how to be certain of their answers and, you know, where to look for their questions and, like, how to be the leader themselves, I guess, by, like, using their resources, but that also means almost doing things for themselves so they feel that they have the power to do that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
Reassure that you were there too.
Right.
Yeah. I think we forget that as leaders. Because we've been in for so long, and we have this rank, you know, or whatever. And that's difficult. Everyone does it, you know?
Well, that's the same thing like our, you know, rap results. Why do we take it? Because you forget where you were. Well, we can't take a picture of progress like that, but, you know, we need to remember that we were there too. So that way it's not such a frustration, but we understand so we can help.
Right. The most dangerous words as a leader are, I already know that. Because that can hinder us from our learning and our growth and our leadership, because if we just say, I already know that. I already know the answers. Well, there's people on your team that don't, so how can we guide them to do so? I think, Brittany, maybe you brought it up, E-Suite.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Encourage the E-Suite. E-Suite's non-negotiable. Are you guys up for E-Suite training?
Yes.
You want to do an E-Suite training?
Yeah.
Would that benefit you guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Let's brainstorm as leaders. What would be beneficial in that E-Suite training, and then do it. Yeah? Okay? When we encourage and show, that's what leadership is. Those leadership qualities we listed. Someone asks you a question. They trust that you know the answer. You've been there, done that. Now it's your responsibility as a leader to show them how you did it or how you were taught to do it. Now, that can be frustrating, right? Because they don't do it sometimes. That's where this big, huge thing comes in. If they're not doing it, they're still here, and they're not here. This is where we want to be. We can be both, but we can't just be excited. So as soon as they can commit, raise your hand and pledge, right? And commit that they're going to do this to the best of their ability and more. Then you can migrate this excitement to commitment. Guess what? Fear and excitement is the same emotion. Think about it. How do you feel when you're fearful? You're kind of like, you know, like, oh my gosh. How are you when you're excited? Oh my gosh. It's the same thing. So this is where us moving our teams from excited to committed is going to play a huge role in what we do. How are you guys feeling? Good?
Yep.
Okay. So Amber Parker posed this question in one of her trainings. She said, when someone joins your business, do you move on to the next one to sign the next distributor, or are you helping them?
Both.
She compared it to dating even after you get married, or the whole courtship process. You meet someone, you want to get them to like you, so you keep flirting, you keep doing all that stuff, right? It's the same concept with new distributors. So think about that. Have you been moving on? Our teams are growing like this. Fast, 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 and that's hard. Is it overwhelming? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's where layered leadership comes into play. I'm going to use Jackie's team as an example. Destiny, you know, think of your team. Jenna, think of your team. Jennifer, Brittany, think of your teams. So I have a large team now, right? Which is really fun and overwhelming at the same time. But I know most of you are on Destiny's leg. So my two really strong legs are Destiny and Jackie, right? Right? Mm-hmm. So obviously I trust them as leaders, or else they wouldn't be as strong as they are, right? So I signed a new distributor. I'm going to place them with one of my leaders because I trust them and I can't do it all. That's where placement comes in. You do this with well customers, you do this with distributors. Until that you can trust, okay, back up. Do you trust yourself as a leader? Nod your head, yes or no. Do you trust yourself as a leader? Do you trust your team as a leader?
Yeah.
Yes? No? Mm-hmm. Sometimes?
Sometimes. It's hard.
It is. Because you have to let go. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of like in your face like a lot, and I'm loud, and I'm kind of bossy sometimes, right? I am. I know it. Like, and I was thinking back, I've always been in a leadership position in my life. High school, middle school, I've always had that. And I used to, like, hold on to everything. I wanted to do everything myself because I knew I was going to do it. When I was 16, I started my own business. I've had entrepreneurship. And I started a show choir business. And I did it all myself because I'm going to do it myself because I know I can do the choreography. I know I can do the music. I can teach you to sing. I can organize everything. I know I can do it. Well, as I got bigger, I was like, crap, I've got to hire somebody because I can't do it. And then I find myself being like, oh, just come and, like, help instead of delegating. Because that's my personality. Like, I want to do it all. Dang it. Because I know I'm going to do it. But as the years went on with that business, I had to let go and trust the people that I hired, and I actually started delegating. Then I became less overwhelmed and stressed, even though I was still kind of stressed that, like, I was like, I'm letting go of this song for you to choreograph. Like, okay, are you going to get it done? Are you going to be able to teach it? Like, but I had to let go and trust that my leaders, my people were going to take care of it. And guess what? They did. What? How about that? Right? So it's the same situation here. Like, I have these brand new little baby distributors, and I'm going, who am I going to trust this brand new baby distributor to? Are they going to take care of them? Like, I want them to be taken care of. Well, you know what? I have to trust that it will happen. How are you guys feeling about what I've said so far? Give me some takeaways. What are you hearing me say?
It makes, like, a lot of sense hearing in different words what you're thinking, you know? Like, when you're frustrated and overwhelmed and you, because I feel similar, you need to get something done, you're going to do it yourself because who else is going to do it? But you have this team who wants you to trust them and who wants to do this too, and they want to learn what you know, and trusting them to take some of those responsibilities in a sense, and run with that, you know, it makes it less on you, but you're still going to worry, you know, but you can trust other people.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lesson for, you know, everybody, not just business-wise, but, you know, that's something I'm working on in my life. I'm working on trusting people, and I'm working on communicating with people, and so that's why, like, bettering yourself helps you to better your business, because those translate.
Not right now.
It all correlates, right? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So I want you guys to think, how are you doing as a leader? Are you allowing yourself to trust? Are you teaching them how to make the journey from then until now? Are you bettering yourself first so that you can help other people on their journey? Other takeaways. I have one more thing I want to talk about, and then I'm going to let you guys go about your Saturday. What takeaways? Jennifer, what are you hearing?
Kind of like, sorry, I'm going to start getting emotional because, like, this is a lot of what's happening to me right now. And, like, you can't do it all, that you need to trust the leaders under you. And I don't know, it's not been the fact that I'm not trusting my team. I guess, like, part of my team, I don't know, like, I guess they don't understand that I can't do it all because I'm growing so fast, and I think they're getting upset because I've been getting overwhelmed because I've been trying to do it all. I guess. I don't know. It's hard to process it through my brain and say it out loud.
I understand.
But I know for me, trying to do it all, it's been very overwhelming. And I haven't been handling it well.
Yeah.
No, it's not yours.
You know, go ahead, Destiny.
Yeah, like, I definitely get where you're coming from, Jen, because I feel the same way. Like, the growth can be hard sometimes, but I think I struggle with letting go of control. And even though, like, I don't necessarily want, like, all of the I don't want control at all, but I feel like that's what I struggle giving up. Like, I struggle trusting, like, that somebody else can control it too. I don't know. I get where you're coming from.
I need your assistance again.
Okay.
It's a hard thing. I actually asked Pam Souter about this when I did a one-on-one, you guys. I'm like, Pam, I have been on the edge of a promotion forever. I am so tired.
Is that it, Destiny?
And I said, Pam, I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do to push myself over the edge. And she goes, well, what about your team? How are they doing? You know, like, what's going on with them? And I'm like, you know, they're working really hard. We're all working so hard. But I'm so tired. I'm so busy. I can't do this all. And she goes, then stop doing it all. You're going to get that promotion. They're going to get the promotion. Just trust. I was like, you know, bawling on the phone with Pam, and I can't even really remember what she said, like, the whole thing, because it was one of those, like, she was speaking directly to my soul, so my brain got it through my soul, but it didn't go brain to soul, it went soul to brain, and so, like, I can't remember exactly everything. And guess what? A week later, because of the efforts of my amazing leaders, aka each and every one of you, I got the promotion, and so did you. Because I let go of that control. Yes, I could do it all myself, but, oh, I was tired. Do you hear me on that one? Like, it's exhausting. Okay, any other takeaways before I do one more thing and then we can go about our Saturday? Okay, one more thing I want to mention as a leader is everyone leads differently. And everyone follows differently. What do I mean by that?
Well, everybody
Ideas?
has and weaknesses,
Right?
or different learning abilities, different learning patterns, different.
Yes.
We're all different.
Yes, I love it. So, Destiny, you are competition thriving,
Yes, I will beat anyone in a competition. No,
right?
I love it.
Does
And
your
I don't even
entire
need a prize.
team,
I don't even need a prize.
right? The competition, you thrive. But think about how many distributors in your downline. Do you think every single one of them also thrives on competition?
No. No.
Exactly. It's like the 5 love languages. It's like the different learning abilities. Okay, everyone leads differently, everyone, and follows differently. And I'm not like singling you out because you like
No.
competition.
No.
Using that as an example.
I don't care.
Jenna, what do you thrive on? How do you lead? How do you follow? What gets your blood boiling to get something done?
She's muted. I don't know.
Okay.
Her little
Is
one's been crazy lately, I think.
Brittany, are you there? Or I know you're working, I think, right?
She's
I am
muted.
here. I'm here.
Okay. How do you lead? How do you follow? What pushes you? Are you a competition girl like Destiny? Okay. Well, that is huge as a leader to realize. Everyone's leadership style is different. The way people follow is different. Different strengths, like Jackie's saying. Different ways of learning. The love languages, that's recognition for you. I like presents and shout-outs. Not everyone likes that, right? So you need to find, as a leader, what makes your distributors tick. And if you have, I'll just use the competition thing because it's an easy example. If you have this competition, right, and you're like, yeah, 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 and then someone on your team is not participating, maybe they don't like competition.
Right.
So you need to find someone or something that will get them going. Everyone's different. Jackie, what makes you tick, girl?
Well, it depends. I feel like I found different things that motivate me. For me, one of my biggest motivations is when someone thinks I can't do something.
Right.
Or they get mad at me, or like they get mad but they're more jealous that I did something, because that fuels me to prove them wrong and to do it even more. And I enjoy it. Like,
I love it.
so that's one thing, but I also feel like when you work so hard that you don't want everything always like focused on you, but recognition for what you do also helps me to be like, well, people appreciate that I'm working so hard for them, so it's nice to feel that appreciation.
Yes. You guys, I am so proud of you. Like, I am not even kidding when I say that, and I'm not saying it to say it. There's a reason that I invited you guys on this leadership webinar. You are a great example of leadership. And when we can fine-tune those leadership skills and learn from each other, that's where we're going to see more success. The title, the rank, it means nothing. The only thing that matters is who you are on the inside and how you lead others. Now, dynamics are changing on our team. People are coming in fast. We may feel frustrated as leaders. I'll be honest with you, there are times I don't want to do it anymore. Like, have you felt that way?
Ouch.
I remember saying to my husband, I was like, if I'm not such and such a rank by such and such a date, I'm done, because I'm tired and I'm not getting anywhere. And then so many things happened, and I realized that it's not in the rank, it's not in the title. It's literally about helping others. When you get to a certain point in your business, you all, I feel like, have reached that point. It's not about you. It's about
leading others, building other leaders, and it just flows from there.
I feel like when I finally quit thinking about making money and getting a rank, and I truly wanted to help somebody or help the teammate below me, that's when I really started to flourish. Like when I quit thinking about myself and I started to truly think about everyone else, then I feel like I started doing amazing. So
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Any other last thoughts or takeaways?
One of my thoughts is that no matter where you are in this business, whether you are brand new, 5 days, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, wherever you are in this business, be confident in where you are and be confident in what you know. Because if you're going to approach people, you're going to talk to people, and you're going to sound like you have no idea what you're talking about, no one is really going to care to listen. That's something that I've learned, is that because I've talked to a lot of people in my 2 years, and a lot of people say, like, I decided to join your team over my sister-in-law's because you were very professional and you know what you're talking about. Well, great, thanks, but always be confident in what you know, whether it's, okay, what is the rep? Oh, well, I don't really know how to explain what it is, but all I know is that you put it on, wait 45 minutes, and then I look and feel amazing. If that's all you can say it, like, be confident in what you can say and share that. And then if they need to know something else, be confident in where you can go to find that answer. Like, I feel like so much comes down to your confidence, and then when you're confident in yourself, you are able to be more successful, and more people will follow you because they'll follow that energy, they'll follow that positivity that you're putting off.
Yes. When you believe it to be so, it is. Pam said that. Think it, breathe it, act it, live it, do it. It's done. Thank you, Jackie. Level up to leadership. The battle is won in the general's tent. Level up right now with your commitment and your leadership skills. What do you got to do to be the best leader that you can be? Okay? That's all I have for today, you guys. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. You're my favorite. You're all my